to squash this bullcrap happening in Washington, D.C. Yeah, people are texting me about this. I'm already on it for my community. You guys, this is just an absolute tragedy and a travesty. Oh, Michael Cohen's is laughing. He's already lining up to go on the news networks. This is unbelievable. The judge is guilty. Stormy Daniel is guilty. Michael Cohen is guilty. These are the people that really need to go to jail. Boy, I agree with that. This is absolute insanity. Okay. For those of you that are just joining me, former President Donald J. Trump has been found guilty on all 34 felony counts in NYC court. This is the case brought by Alvin Braggs, supported by Attorney General Letitia James. Governor Hochul is laughing. All the people that send money to Juan Merchan's daughter, they're all laughing right now. And the Democrats, they are not going to stop. They want him dead. They want him rotting in jail. This is absolutely disgusting. It's time to boycott New York. Like, I'll be on later tonight with someone from New York. They are pissed. There's a lot of pissed New Yorkers. But guess what? These Democrats, they're not necessarily doing what their people want. They're doing what keeps them in power. And now we've got to stick it to them. Call your representatives. Call the opposite party representative. Do not harass them or make any threats. They take that stuff serious. But feel free to express your opinion to them. Scotland knows the truth. Thank you. I'm Scottish and Wales and English. Thank you so much for that. Okay, I'll be back on if more comes out, but this is breaking news. Donald Trump found guilty of 34 felony charges. Yes, I believe he can still run for president. I will have more details. It looks like early July is when the arraignment will happen to actually decide whether to send him to jail or not. I love you guys. Stay strong. I'm still optimistic. This may be the very thing that wins in a landslide. That's what I'm hoping. God bless. I'll see you guys on the next video.
So, yo, those folks are just absolutely losing their mind right now. If you're just tuning in, yeah, breaking news. The breaking news is that Donald Trump has been convicted on all 34 counts. But my thing is this, family. Will he face jail time? It's highly likely that he probably won't. He probably will get some type of ankle bracelet, what they call it, home arrest, probably some probation. If he goes to jail, then that would be like, the first time that a judge really did do the what do you call the excessive sentencing, like so many of our people have, had the unfortunate opportunity to be subject to. So I would like to see if he's going to get jail time for these charges. 5 felony charges, but the felony counts are the lower felony counts. I believe is a felony count E or something like that. So, minimum sentence could be, I believe, 4 years in jail, or he could get probation. He could get minimum 1 year on house arrest. So that part. So I love to see how he's going to campaign if he's on house arrest. Then we'd love to see how he's going to go for the campaign for the 2024 election if he is sent to jail, because the judge is going to decide to use his discretion and do some excessive sentencing upon Mr. Donald Trump and send him to jail for maybe 3, 4, 5 years on these charges. 34 counts of violating paperwork, dealing with his business. He lied and said that he wasn't paying this hooker for sex, and he lied about saying that he even had sex with her. And so Michael Cohen, even though he's another liar, testified that, yeah, I loaned him the money and he paid me back through my company. And so they wrote checks, and that was a paper trail. And now Donald Trump has been convicted of all 34 counts. Bottom line is, my thing is, he's probably not going to get into jail time. He's probably going to be, maybe get probation, maybe. But I would love to see if this judge is going to give him some excessive sentencing the way that they've always given our people excessive sentencing. So that's my take on it, family. Now that you know that Donald Trump has been convicted. So we got him one in for the history books. The first time a former president has been convicted on felony charges. And yeah, there you have it. And those folks over there are losing their mind. So another thing, could this be the start of a civil war? Right? Because if they're not happy about Trump being convicted, then what does that mean for the upcoming election and those that are planning to participate? It's probably going to be more of what we just witnessed from this guy who was hosting this show,
well as Washington, D.C.
and he was
Breaking
really
news
into this.
says that the jury in the New York hush money trial, the city of New York against Donald J. Trump, former president of the United States, has found the former president guilty of all 34 felony counts that were brought against him under the direction of Alvin Braggs, as well as the direction of Attorney General Letitia James in New York City. If you're just joining me, we have some breaking news coming out of New York City about the former president, Donald J. Trump. I'm just reading through this right now. I apologize. I'm not as prepared as I normally am, but what I'm reading here is that Donald Trump and the jury have found the former president guilty on all 34 counts in the hush money criminal case. It's not clear exactly what he is being charged with, as there was no specific crime brought against the former president. It was basically just throw the spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. This is despicable. This is a joke. This is a crime. They were not able to show anything. They're two star witnesses. It was so obvious that they were lying and colluding in order to extort money out of the former president, embarrass him, embarrass Melania and his children. This is absolutely a miscarriage of justice. Let me read through this. Trump has been found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. The jury of 7 men and 5 women made their decision after 5 weeks of dramatic evidence, according to the mainstream media, and 22 witnesses. This is the first time a former president has been convicted of a crime after serving time as president of the United States. This is a miscarriage of justice. Let me just tell you guys what Republicans are saying. This is Marco Rubio, who is considered to be in Trump's top 5 for vice president. The verdict in New York is a complete travesty that makes a mockery of the justice system, a political show trial conducted by an openly pro-Biden judge whose daughter was making money off the case. A jury from the most liberal county in America, absurd and ridiculous charges, and outrageous jury instruction that guaranteed guilty verdicts. Biden and the Trump deranged left will stop at nothing to remain in power. Now, I hear what you're saying, Marco Rubio, but it was too little too late. Where were all the Republicans? You guys showed up the last 3 or 4 days, but before that, Donald Trump and his family were basically in court alone for 5 weeks while you guys did nothing. You guys should have been investigating all of this. You guys should have been looking into Juan Merchan's daughter. You should have been looking into Letitia James, into Alvin Braggs. I see you guys over in the chat. Thank you guys for being with me. Laura Diamond Wise, thank you for the super chat. This is evidence that the entire New York justice system, as well as all of New York, is a cesspool of evil. My gosh. Let me read you guys what else is being said. Rand Paul writes, how long can our republic survive once partisan has taken over the judicial system? This verdict will tragically undermine Americans' confidence in impartial justice. A sad day for Americans. My gosh, Anthony Fauci can lie to Congress, kill millions of people, can take our hard-earned taxpayer money and fund gain of function, killing millions of human beings, and he gets to ride off into the sunset. And this bullcrap made-up story about Donald Trump, he gets convicted. This is a travesty. Now, this doesn't mean it's over. I'm trying to stay optimistic. I think if they decide to jail him, it would be a tragedy, a travesty. I think it will guarantee that Donald Trump becomes president of the United States, although I'm fairly confident he was already headed that way. I agree, the Republicans stood back for too long. This is crap. The country has gone to crap. I've never supported Trump, but he has my vote now. You guys, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Z Corp Alpha says 34 counts against Trump will drop out before November. Well, your words to God's ears, right? This is absolute insanity. Let me keep going. It says that this is Senator Josh Hawley from the state of Missouri. This is America under Democrat rule, prosecuting political opponents, whether it's pro-life Americans or a former president. You're absolutely right. Josh Hawley was one of the few that had the courage to stand up and say something is wrong with the 2020 election. And then, they faked all of that crap over at the Capitol in order to get discussion shut down. And then they all came back and voted Biden in without looking into anything. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. If you're just joining me, this is breaking news coming out of New York City. Former President Donald John Trump has been found guilty of all 34 felony counts in the hush money trial. I believe that this is a travesty. This is a crime in itself. The judge's daughter was being paid millions and millions of dollars. The judge had financial incentive to keep this going. This was brought in a highly, highly blue county in a blue state. This is a travesty. Everybody has an opinion now, but no one stood up to stop this travesty before or during. Yeah, I mean, it was, thank you for that super chat, by the way, Patricia. I agree. I think that they should have been doing more. This is an absolute travesty. Let me keep reading here. Texas Republican Senator John Cornyn posted on X, this verdict is a disgrace and this trial should never have happened. I agree, but what did you do, John Cornyn? You did absolutely nothing. You did nothing to help the president. Andrew Smith, thank you for the super chat. Miss Texans, it's time to band together and take America back. They asked for it. I agree. Okay, listen. We've got to start calling these. We need to call the Democrats. Remember, we were taught that you can call the Republicans and they will hear you, but we need to call and be angry with the Democrat senators and the Democrat House of Representatives. We need to absolutely light up the phone lines. Do not harass, do not make threats, but we need to be on the phone with people, letting them know that we do not appreciate this. This is an absolute tragedy. The Biden family can literally bring in $10-20 million from China, Ukraine, other parts of Europe and Asia, and nothing happens. This is a travesty. Random Eskimo, the corruption in NYC won't dissuade Americans from electing Donald J. Trump. In fact, it's shown to be uniting minority communities. MAGA is no longer just flyover places. I agree. Listen, I have not lost hope. I'm just updating you guys on what is coming out in the news right now. I still believe Donald J. Trump is going to be the 47th president of the United States of America. I have not lost my hope in that. I have not lost my optimism at all. But this is a blemish on the United States of America. William said this is crap, but he'll be vindicated on appeal. Trump 2024. Yeah, this is not over. This is how every case has gone. They either get shut down or he loses and then they go to the appeals, but they're probably going to try to block him some way, right? Like, oh, you've got to put up a $450 million bond. Like, give me a break. Nobody can put that up. Even Elon Musk, the richest or second richest man in the world, would have a hard time coming up with that level of cash. So yeah, I agree with you, William. I've definitely not lost hope. Okay, JD Vance, also in the top 5 to become vice president, said, "This verdict is an absolute miscarriage of justice. While the outcome of this trial will no doubt be subject to appeal, it's a disgrace to our judicial system that such measures will be necessary." So true. So true. You know, we need somebody like JD Vance or Vivek Ramaswamy, somebody with some serious stones to go in and right this wrong. The Democrats are out of control. I don't want to live in North Korea. I don't want to live in China. I don't want to live in Venezuela. This is America. This is so terrible. Meanwhile, you know, look, this is the Hunter Biden laptop in paper form. I can't even flip through it because it might show you some disgusting pictures. This is a travesty. I feel for Melania, for Barron, for the whole Trump family. This is absolute insanity. Vivek is the best choice. Who do you guys think would be the absolute strongest vice president, not only to help Donald Trump win, but to make America great again, and also to win the next 8 years? Republicans need to take back the country for a minimum the next 12 years. Tucker Carlson, Vivek, Byron, Tucker Carlson, JD Vance, Kerry Lake. These guys are all out of control bastards. I agree. I'm not laughing at your comment, but your comment made me laugh. So, Eli Crane, Vivek, Ben Carson, Laura Diamond, Wise. Was this verdict unanimous? Remember, Merchan changed the rules regarding the conviction decision.
We're going to go
What do
ahead
you
and
know?
switch on over to.
Let's see. What do
We're
you
gonna
know?
go
Do
ahead
you
on
know,
and
Stephen?
switch
Right
on
now,
over
it's just
to
saying
see
that
how we're
he's been
reacting
convicted on
to
all
to
34.
Trump
So my guess
reaction. We're
is
gonna go on
it was
and listen
unanimous
in to
on all 34 counts.
what somebody
But
else
let me
got to
dig
say.
in and see.
How
Again,
we
this is just
reacting
brand new
in
breaking
this
news. You guys know I love to be
to what's
super
going on.
prepared.
You don't feel as free as you used to, do you?
See what our man Kwame got to say.
Yeah, that means the Secret Service going to jail too. He can pardon himself and still run KB. I don't know. Was Trump wrong for falsifying documents or not?
Say, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
If he falsified documents, anybody wrong
Hold
for
on. I got
falsifying
two
documents.
claps
What
at
you
the
talking
same
about?
time. Hold on. Let's turn this guy off first. Because he's really butthurt. They want to go do cause real harm upon the Democrats in this hour. That's what he called it for.
We know Malcolm had warned us about liberals. They're not your friend. Yeah, they is. They're LeBron James' friend. They all our top celebrities
But
and
don't
top
get it
athletes'
twisted. They,
friend.
I
Who you
understand
think
our brothers
control
and
our
sisters out
celebrities? What
there.
y'all
I
talking
understand
about?
our brothers and sisters out
The
there that's saying
liberal,
that they
the
want to vote
white
for Trump
liberal
because they
mindset
understand what Trump
runs
is
the
going
black
through.
community.
Shout
That's who
out to
always be
you.
mad at me.
But
Look, when
I
I
think
walk in
that
places,
red
I get
pill,
2
blue
looks.
pill,
I get
this is
some
my
people smiling
opinion.
at
It's
me.
all the
Some motherfuckers
same
that just
thing.
be looking at me like, they go that nigga boy right there. And I be like, what the I don't even know these people. So I'm telling you, it's certain people don't think you got a right to say what you're saying. And that's that goddamn liberal mindset. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. And most country white boys don't give a fuck what nobody's saying either. Most of the people I get along with, rednecks, they don't care about nothing. They don't give a damn about you, how you think. They think certain ways too that you might not like. And I understand that. they solidified his win with this buffoonery. I don't know, bro. I think they finna lock his ass up. I'm telling you.
I don't know, Kwame. I don't think.
Hey, they ain't playing no more, man. They said, look here, we not finna put him on a debate stage with Joe Biden. Joe Biden might fall asleep.
Well, that is true.
They didn't prove he falsified document. Man, I was up in the mountains. I wasn't watching that shit. Yeah, I was in the mountains. I wasn't watching it. I knew he was going. I knew they was going to find him guilty. I listen. As soon as they said we bringing it to trial, I said, "Oh, he guilty." My homeboy swore up and down that he wasn't gonna get found guilty. I said he might win an appeal, but before that election, he's going to be found guilty. I said, I promise you, he gonna be found guilty. And he got damn found guilty.
All right, Kwame. All right, Kwame. That's what Kwame. How Kwame feel. That's like
He talking about
we
America is
already
a
knew
trip.
it. So if
Hey, look, he texted me already. He like, I can't believe this shit. I said, I told you,
Kwame Brown
they
believes
not
he's going
bullshit.
to jail, Achoti says, I don't think he's going to see any serious jail time unless the judge really shocked me. Unless the judge really shocked me and do some excessive sentencing for the type of charges, I don't think he's going to see any serious jail time. I just really don't think he will. So that's my take on it. There y'all have it. I'm not going to keep y'all long. This was just breaking news. Former President Donald Trump has been convicted on all 34, they're saying 34 felony charges against him, but I don't think he's going to see any jail time. We'll see. If the judge likes him, he's probably not going to get a slap on the wrist, probation. He's going to proceed to probably win the election now that he's been convicted. And then, or he could get some house arrest time, or the judge can really go at him and give him some 3 to 4 years for the charges. So we'll see. We'll keep our eye on it. I believe the sentencing trial is going to be sometimes in July. So that's all I have for y'all now. Thank you for tuning in. This was breaking news, and I am out.